Hello, welcome. I'm Pamela, the Stampin' Pink Rose. Don't mind me, I just about knocked over the camera. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I've got it situated for you. And it just moved again. There we go. Okay, I'm Pamela, the Stampin' Pink Rose. I apologize, haven't done this in a little while. Been having a great summer. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today originally I was going to do a post. And I decided not to do a post, but rather do a two-parter. So today we're going to take a look at this trailer, which was part of the Trees for Sale stamp set. And then Celebration brought out the dies that are here. And let's take a look at those dies first. So you have the trailer. You have this piece, and it was like, what am I doing with that piece? You have the trees that cut out these trees. So you can stamp them, and then you can cut out the trees. You have a little doggy. This piece here, which I'm trying to be real careful, is part of the curtain in the window, okay? Then you have the little doggy. You have a post here for a sign. You can do a banner right across here, and there's another part of that. So there's lots of little pieces. So, and you've got a little small wreath here, little bow there. So be really, really careful you don't lose it. I would recommend, if you get it, and I need to get some, and I think they're going on my Christmas list, is the magnets from Stampin' Storage. So I'm going to pull this and this, and then I'll come back and pull the curtain because I don't want to take everything out at once. Alright, so when I say it's in two parts, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do, and I want to make sure you can see this. There, I'm going to bring it up. The trailer. So here's your trailer that goes for it. So you're going to need your cut and emboss machine. You're not going to want to be fussy cutting this out. You do have one part that I'll show you that you're going to do a little fussing, but not much. So let me show you the parts of what I used, how I did it, because you're going to be cutting the trailer a couple different times. Alright, so there's that. And notice I've got a little window here, so I'll explain that one to you. So let's get going. So I've already cut, and I want to make sure I'm in camera range. Okay, now I might. Okay, I've already cut the trailer out with this piece. Okay, then we're going to cut, and I'm going to bring it up here. I had all my paper laying over here. We're going to cut this piece here out. Just like that. Now, I want to offer a suggestion too. It's not as critical on this as much as it would be on some things. If you're, see how that just turned? If that is having a tendency to turn on you, grab washi tape. And I'll use it on this so that you can see. It's not critical on this, but there are some times when you're trying to get, maybe you're trying to get one piece here, you're trying to get them so they all stay in place and one invariably moves. So use your washi tape. So now I've got that here. I've got a plate. And notice my plates are all dinged up, and that's probably the reason why it moves a lot. I'm going to take this over to my cut and emboss machine. Should not be afraid of it. And I'm going to crank it through. Alright, so now I've cranked it through this machine. I have the old one. My old one works well, and I am frugal with the money, and I don't see any point getting a new machine. Okay. Both machines work just perfectly fine. You'll have a demonstrator push you for the other. I'm not gonna. So, if you've got it, use the old one. Okay, so now notice this came out in two parts. Great, that's what you need. Okay, let me move this over. I'm going to put this away because I do not want to lose it. I'm going to bring my trailer in. And you can use multi-purpose glue. Now let me show you another thing with the multi-purpose glue that I like to do. I'm going to take over here, I'm going to squirt a daub. And I'm going to take my tip. And make sure you've got the ridge side rough here. You'll see lines. And take your glue. And I'm doing this because I don't want it oozing out. Okay. Okay. And you're going to glue it right there. Okay. And you're going to glue this right here. You see there's a door here that we got to get yet. We're going to do that. We're going to do this in parts. So now I've got my glue over here. I'm going to take that. On this piece, it's not as important until you get right down to this piece. Because I don't want glue oozing, so I'm dipping. Okay? Now, I'm going to put this here and this here. Get this in right. Okay, now I've got that part. So now that came from this piece again. Okay? Now, we're going to grab the trailer. I've got red here. I think it's red. Maybe not. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to grab this red. I like this red better. So now I'm going to take, not this piece. I want the trailer piece, which is right over here. I want this trailer piece. I'm going to lay this aside. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to lay it on. And while I've got it on there, we're going to do it twice, 2 different colors. Well, actually 3. So let me run this through. See, now it wants to move when I pick it up. So to keep it in place, I'm just going to take it. And I'm going to again run it through my Big Shot. My cut and emboss machine, if you have it. Okay, now I have that. Okay, now I'm going to lay this aside for the moment. So we have it. Don't need the red. I need... Now, a few years ago, Stampin' Up! Had galvanized steel, and I still had some left. So I grabbed it out. In fact, I'm going to move it up because I like to conserve. And I'm going to look again. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to hold this up. This is galvanized steel. You can use silver foil, or you could use a gray if you want to use it. This is the part I'm wanting, right here. So now I'm going to run that through. Okay. I'm going to lay that aside. We're going to use it in a minute. One more piece. I have a scrap piece of black. Now this time what I want is the wheel. That's all I'm interested in, is the wheel. So now I'm going to run that through the machine again. Alright. And I've got the wheel. Now we're going to lay everything apart, aside. We're going to put this back away so we don't lose it. I'll worry about the window in a minute. So now part 1. Let's bring this back up. Alright, I have this. So now I'm going to go ahead and poke out the door. And now everybody knows how to fussy cut. And you're going to fussy cut out the door. Okay. Okay, so now I have the door. It's going in right here. So I'm going to get some glue on it. Again, because I have this narrow little piece here, and I don't want glue oozing out, I'm using my technique of dipping it. So now I'm going to bring this down so that we are in line with the window. Okay, right there. All right, do you see that, everybody? I'm going to hold it up. I've fussy cut and I've done the door. Next part. I'm going to take this and I'm going to snip. Okay. Don't need this, so I'm going to throw it. This has a little piece sticking up. Now, again, remember I said I don't want glue oozy everywhere. So I'm dipping again, and I may have to add a little bit. I'm just dipping because I don't want that glue everywhere. Now I'm going to take that, and I'm going to glue it right on there. So now we have the post, okay, the trailer hitch. So now you have that. Okay. So now I have the wheel. So now again, I'm snipping right across. I got a part that I don't want that's sticking out. You can see that. I'll cut that. Now I'm going to go back to my glue. And I'm going to put that directly on here. And I'm going to put the wheel on. Okay, now you got that. So your trailer's coming together. Now your last piece is I had some vellum. So I'm just estimating the size. You can get precise on your measurement if you so desire. I'm going to bring this up. Where is the one? Okay. Evidently, I've already put the vellum on it, and I didn't realize it. Okay, so now I'm going to show you this. I cut this. I did a pretty good job. So now all I need is to kind of round it off there. Now, the next thing I would do, and I've already done it, flip it over, and I'm going to hold this up, glue here and here. Your trailer's going to get hooked down anyway. So unless you're doing it on dimensionals, it's going to get hooked down onto your paper glued. So it's not going to matter if you have it totally 100% glued. So watch that you don't do excess because it'll squirt over into your window here and here. Then you can do, and I haven't done it yet, is remember that teeny tiny piece right there? I'm going to take it and I'm going to cut it in some yellow. And this time I really want, because I really don't want it moving around and I don't want to lose. See how it's flopping? Okay, so I will take my washi tape. And I'll get a spot and I'll hold it and I'll put it on. Now I'm going to run it through. And because right now I want another one to finish up this other window, I'm going to cut one more. I'm going to shake that down. And I'm going to cut one more while I'm cutting, guys, so I can get the other one done too. Then on Monday, I will give you a completed card over on my site, Stampin' Pink Rose, showing exactly what the card looked like that I did with this one. Okay, now I got that. And in fact, I'm going to leave it on the washi tape because it's so tiny. I don't want it to move. Okay, now I'm going to turn this. Okay, so now I have the curtain. Now let me hold this up. See how it's got the ruffled edge? I just dropped it. See how it's got the ruffled edge? If you have your little tweezers, you can use it. Now I'm dipping again because I don't want tons of glue on it. And I'm going to glue that right there. And I'm going to do the same with the other one while I've got it out here, guys. Okay. Make sure I got the right direction. There we go. There we go. Make sure you got it with the detail. Okay. There's your trailer. Now you know how to put your trailer together. So, now on Monday, we will work with, and I'm going to do just a little snippet. Got a little white there showing. All right. On Monday, then, I will have the complete card for you. So, with the trees and everything. So, you get to see how I completed it. All right. This is Pamela Stampin' Pink Rose. If you have any questions, email me at Pamela@StampinPinkRose. If you do subscribe to my YouTube channel, remember that's not subscribing to my newsletter. You can subscribe to my newsletter over at the Stampin' Pink Rose site, my website, where I blog on a fairly regular basis. If you need product, by all means, you can order over there. You'll find shopping. Just pull down the little shopping information and you can shop. So, if you have any other questions, let me know. But otherwise, have fun stamping and thanks for joining me today.